And welcome back, everyone, to Armageddon, Auckland. It has been a fantastic weekend so far, guys. It's day 2, and we've got more community games coming right up. I'm Pastry Time, going to be joined this time at the desk by Riot, Benji, and Benji. It is time to watch more Riot Speed, and this time it's a battle of some old American friends. It is Loot versus Aviro.
Yes, this has been the story of the weekend. You know, we got 8 community guys on stage, and it's how hard can they carry these 2 riders through this game. I'm excited here. Loot actually works quite closely with him, so I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to see the one champion he plays, which is Ezreal.
Oh, it's probably going to be Ezreal.
It's probably going to be Ezreal. We'll see if he can do well with it. I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be another one of those, who's going to carry
I guess
riders.
it could be Lucian as well, because that's the other champion he plays, which is basically just like Ezreal that's not bad. But we'll see. His favorite champion is Ezreal. We'll see what goes on. Oh, Rito Loot.
Rito Loot. He's misspelled the right name.
That's perfect.
Now, I'm really excited here.
Okay.
There is a Jace locked in. Jace is
locked in already? Oh,
my most favorite champion in the world. We're going to be doing a lot of Jace watching today, I think. I'm excited. Now, we have probably one of the most unorthodox hovers right now on the red team. Poppy being hovered. They had a Mordekaiser as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Playing with the crowd a little bit, maybe.
I'm going to swap to more normal picks. Sejuani a little bit more normal than Poppy.
I'm not sure if I'm okay with this. Oh, man. Actually, mid pick would be sweet. Shout out to Complexity's Prolly. He loves himself some mid Sejuani.
Yes. So just for reference, the riders are playing the 80 carries, so keep an eye on probably Ezreal for Loot, and we'll see what is hovered in for the blue side. Probably MF being hovered right now.
Yeah, Avari's got MF so far, but we'll see. Pantheon's been locked in. Kale's been locked in as well, actually, for the blue side. Yep. So determining all their picks. Looks like Alistar is actually the support as well. Calm going to go in there.
There we
go.
go.
It's going to be Loot support.
Full team locked in here for the blue team. They're fast. They're on the ball.
Yeah, they're good.
They know what's going on.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, this red team's a little bit indecisive. They're still figuring it out. But we've got Jace.
Fixing masteries every
Jace
time,
top
man.
or Jace mid? I like Jace mid better than Jace top.
It looks like Jace top. I believe they're in order, which is awesome.
Pantheon, KO, MF, Alistar. And I forgot the red team, so we're going to find out in a minute when that pops up. But I like the team comp. I love it a lot, actually.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be playing Ezreal, by the way, which is sweet. He's going to be playing his favorite champion, and the champion he's pretty much, he played it basically for 2 years straight without playing anything else, which is good.
Yeah, it's a shame because Ezreal doesn't really do much damage anymore. I mean, you kind of have to get a lot of items to make him do much. I think our good friend Radier learned that the hard way. But we'll see if Luke can do it, you know?
I believe.
I hope.
I believe. He's project manager at Riot Games Oceania.
Yes.
See if he can manage his team.
We'll see if he can. Yes, he can. I tell you that from experience. He can manage his team.
He can rally the troops.
The question is, can he contribute to his team, or at the very least, can he not drag them down? I think that's what he's aiming for here.
Loot has a really interesting kind of sense of the game where he really loves going in and being aggressive, but he hates dying.
He hates dying,
and he does a lot of it.
Well, everyone hates dying.
That's true, but But whenever he plays Ezreal, I asked him, like, why do you love Ezreal so much? And he's like, well, I like it because I don't die and I can get out of sticky situations. So he likes committing and being aggressive, but he likes playing Ezreal so he can get out of aggressive situations, which is a bit weird.
Okay.
So hopefully we see some Woong level arcane shifts. So we are going to kick things off, guys. On the left is our blue community team. That is Riot Avari's team. She's going to be playing MF for this one. And Loot over on the red side, that's the red community team. It will be Ezreal. And I believe we've figured out the mystery of the scores. I believe that is the side score for the community.
Was that a mystery?
Really cool. It was. I had no idea. I was like, why is it 2-0?
As soon as I saw it, I figured it out.
Oh, well, you know what? See, the thing is, that's why you're the esports coordinator, all right?
Okay, mate. All right.
You understand these things. I just yell at the TV.
That's fine. I'm honestly... Well, okay, I'm obviously cheering for Jace. I mean, I can't lie.
That's true.
I was like,
I'm sorry, everyone.
Hope it's going to even up here, but no, I want the blue team to win this one.
Well, I'll cheer for the blue team then. That's fine.
Well, then we're both cheering for the blue team.
What? No, Jason on the red team.
No,
I'm really bad. I'm cheering for the red team then.
Yeah, good
I'm
team.
definitely not colorblind.
Good job,
I'm not actually. I'm just awful.
Awesome. But anyway, let's go through the lineup here for this red team because we really haven't yet. Maokai top, very normal. Kha'Zix jungle, very normal. Pantheon mid,
awesome.
It's good. It's not weird. Ezreal bot, and Karma support's actually really good as well.
Yeah, Karma's really sweet. And over on the other side, we've got Alistar, Misfortune. There's the bottom lane. Mid, Kale, Pantheon jungle, which is awesome. If you guys are following Worlds, you'll have seen that one. And of course, Riot Benji's favorite champion, it is Jace.
Absolutely wonderful. Start Doran's played. Interesting start on Jace. I actually start Longsword 3 pots.
Really?
Better for sustain.
That's so aggressive.
Well,
you could start Flask as well, also, if you felt like it.
I think I like the longsword. It builds into basically every item Jace needs.
That's
like
true.
He's buy 10 longswords in your suite with Jace.
That's a lot of longswords.
That's it. Hey, he builds a lot of items. I gotta say, need like 4 brutalizers in this game.
That's true. I remember the 4 swords build. That was the best.
4 swords.
Yeah, it is all the time. We're like, like stuff like Rengar, like PDD, the famous Chinese player, would do it where he would just have 4 long terms. Like, what's going on? And he would actually just build them all into real items. We're like, oh, that actually makes sense.
Well, Brutalize
but he would
takes
buy
2.
them all. Yeah, he would buy them all really quickly.
You can build 1 into last.
I think like a cleaver at one point when that, if that ever.
Cleaver last, boom, 4.
Yeah,
easy.
It was just hilarious.
Anyway, we've got the jungle camps being started off. Both teams starting at their blue. Maokai is already in lane. Now, Maokai versus Jace, actually a bit of a harder matchup for Jace because Maokai can get on him quite well. Jace hasn't got that many escapes. He does have the range advantage, but Maokai's quite tanky. And later on, Maokai's probably going to scale a little bit better than Jace.
Yeah, and as you said, he's more of a mid lane champion a lot of the time, right?
He's a mid laner, yeah.
He likes the short lane. It's a lot easier to just stay safe and acceleration get out. You can be a bit more aggressive.
Oh, wow, this mid lane here. Kiwi going quite low. There's the Ignite going down.
Needs a spear. Does it? Yeah! First blood!
2 minutes 30. That's quick.
Pantheon with the crit spears. Getting it done. And mid Pantheon's not a joke. He's a really, really strong laner. I know one of our castles, Spawn, loves himself some lane. Pantheon's playing in the top lane. Now, he maxes E. I don't know if we're going to see Q or E from Pantheon. In this matchup, I actually wouldn't mind Q just because of how the range stuff works, but we'll see.
Pace your time. What? When you get first blood at 2 minutes 30, you can max whatever you want because you're going to be that far ahead. Now, hopefully that sets a pace for this game, right?
Oh, yes.
First blood at 2 minutes 30. I want lots of kills in this game. Yep. I want to see lots of dives, lots of 5v5 team fights, lots of people dying, because that's exciting.
We believe in the bloodthirst of the community members.
Mate, it's amazing.
Strong.
Lute has played Ezreal, which makes it a bit hard for him. Actually getting poked down a little bit here by this MF Alistair combo.
He looks very handsome, so that's helpful, playing Debonair Ezreal. But a bit of poke here, actually. Karma can't really get in and amongst this lane, unfortunately. MF's pretty speedy in lane with that passive, and Alistair's just such a good bully. He's keeping me.
Oh my goodness, not again.
OCG Kiwi in trouble.
Oh, there's the flash. So flash down now for him. He's is he level 2? He's level 2 against level 3, so he's not too far behind level. Sometimes you can fall like 2 or 3 levels behind in these first 6 levels, and that's disastrous. But he's staying in lane. It's going to be okay, I think.
Yeah, definitely losing out on CS, though. It's so hard as Cal. You want to stay in range form, and you're pretty short range, so you're asking yourself to get stunned or harassed by Pantheon, or you walk into melee range and get E'd as you try and get creeps. Karthik actually super low in his own jungle, so hopefully he's able to take his red buff safely, and looks like he will be. Pantheon in the mid lane chugs the pot. He was a bit low, but he's getting his health back now, and a good bit of poke down there onto Avari, as MF takes a little bit of damage, but is beating Lute here in CS, 21-12.
Yeah, both junglers have back. They've done their clear. Oh, not again.
Pantheon.
This is the story of this game. Now, if Kale can get 6, right, and not die too much and manage to trade some damage back, this can turn the lane. That ult is going to give Kale enough time to do some good damage to Pantheon and perhaps even kill him.
So the biggest issue in this lane actually is that Pantheon is such a strong laner in terms of amount of burst damage just as like for kill potential, but also just for a harassment as well. Spear is on a pretty low cooldown, has a relatively low mana cost, especially if he gets blue buff. He can just sit there and chug spears at Kale all day, and Kale has to waste a lot of mana healing herself, or just take all the damage. So yes, you can burn a lot of all-ins, but you actually get chunked down very, very quickly. Oh my goodness, Pantheon be Pantheon in mid lane.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic. Pantheon's he's been pinged out, I think. He's been spotted. Kaz is starting to move down. He didn't quite go for it. Pantheon, he's going to back in that mid. I think the other issue, is that Pantheon's at 24 CS and Kale's at 11. Kale was at 5 to 20 at one point. You need gold. You need items. I mean, it's all fun to get kills, but in the end, the minions, 10 minions gives you a ton of gold.
Yeah, and this is the most consistent way to get gold, which is what's really important here. So that's why consistently last hitting is so important. It's pretty much the first thing everyone learns when they start playing in League of Legends. It's honestly one of the hardest things to master as well. Good knockback there from Jace, though.
We're having glimpses of this Jace, and every time I see it, I get excited, because Jace is just... Oh, he's so explosive. He's great. He's a poker. He can sit back and shoot those shock blasts for that gate, do a lot of damage that way, but he also has that burst potential with his hammer form. He can suddenly turn someone that's half health into dead. And it's very easy to get him half health. Oh, not again. Here we go. Third time lucky.
Spear should hit. No, does not. A flash actually,
no flash.
Can't finish that. Good flash out from Kale.
Pantheon's rotated the mid here, actually. He's going to sort of hold this lane down while Kale goes and heals. Kale forced once again to go back.
I think the mid Pantheon on the red is actually going for a Tiamat, by the way, or a Ravenous Hydra eventually. I assume that's what the Vampiric have as well. Longsword will help there as well. Possibly an early Brutalizer would make the most sense, and I love the mana potions here as well because he wants to continually keep that harassment up. So my guess is he's maxing Spear, but always fun to see Pantheon. Pantheon's actually, again, a really sweet champion that we don't see too much of.
He's frustrating as well because he blocks a lot of attacks. You're like, oh, I've got this great auto attack off. Oh, it's negated completely. All right. Bit of trades early in the top there. That's actually bad news there for Jace that he lost that trade. It means that Maokai Maokai early on, you can poke down and get a good advantage over it, but when it starts coming back, it's a bit harder. He's also very low on mana, that Jace, so he can't really stay in lane too much longer.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue you've hit. Is just that he's got no mana to really trade here, and Maokai's been able to keep up. So
that and Kha'Zix is top, and if Maokai goes in with Twisted Advance, it's going to be very hard to get away from.
Yeah,
Jace is not a fast disengager.
No. He's got his flush out, but that should be okay. We'll see what happens. Kha'Zix waiting very patiently in that top lane. Down the bottom, you're going to see some trades back and forth here. Tezo's going to keep farming.
Yeah, we do have the Kayle here, just sort of poking back that Pantheon, just trying to shove the lane into the tower. When there's so many minions there, it's kind of hard to go all in. He's doing it anyway, does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Pantheon with his ult now as well from mid. Now that's really scary. If he starts moving between these lanes, Kayle can push waves relatively quickly with her Eon, but Pantheon's going to be able to make an impact somewhere else, and that's really important.
He's doing race right now when there's minions next to his tower, so I'm very confused about that.
No, the wave's pushing up.
Okay, oh, well, yeah, fair enough. Oh, he's actually back, never mind. Oh, actually, no, he's ulted straight in. The Kayle taking a lot of damage in the mid lane there, but it looks like he might escape. No, I don't know, one more spear.
I don't think he has mana for it.
And we go back to bottom here. This director camera deciding it doesn't really want to watch the action. There we go, someone's actually jumped back for us. Kiwi lives, and is that a little bit of laughing that I saw?
Yeah, both of them actually were having a little bit of fun, having a giggle there in the mid lane. Pantheon just missing out on that kill. So continue to push farm into this turret and get ahead. Batwaffles has spent a lot of time in this top lane with no ward. Actually, hasn't wanted to commit, but
Kha'Zix comes in.
Yeah, great knockback actually, but he's kind of knocked Maokai towards a good flash. Should keep him safe and does. Oh, man.
The VM.
The swagger. The crowd
there you go. Kha'Zix tried to return the beam and takes a shot.
Kha'Zix actually has to be careful. If he gets too close to Jace and gets all limited hammer form with that ignite, he'll actually
Has he got ignite up? He has ignite up. Yeah, that would have been dangerous actually. Anyway, blue buff is going to get taken here by Pantheon. Very interesting because Jace does actually really like the blue buff. It's really good for him.
Yeah, I think it's one of those weird things where you're just not used to donating buffs to top laners. It would have been great on this side of the map, of course, but it's not going to happen this time. We'll see what happens. Avari, a little low on mana here, but still poking down this turret. Good mystic shot, so coming out from Loot. And they're going to just have a battle here. The first back will be very important in this bottom lane, but they're both pretty much just content to farm at this point.
Yeah, but look at that CS though. 66 for MF versus the 49 for Loot over here on the Ezreal.
Yeah.
That's it's going to be giving him a goal. This might be a few potions. It might even be as much to give him like a long sword advantage. But there's going to be something that MF's going to come back to lane with that Loot won't have. He can go in the mid lane though.
Yeah, just getting bullied there. Is it? Never mind. Pantheon's okay in mid. And MF is just one of those chambers that we haven't seen in quite a while, at least at the top level. She's actually a strong duelist and kind of a lane bully as well. So it's not surprising to me that Ezreal, who's pretty much relying on outplaying your opponent to get ahead in lane and is generally behind otherwise, he's going to have to just dig deep and just chill out and farm, which is exactly what's happening here, and that's why there's a 20 CS lead here.
Yep, Kha'Zix roaming top because his wave is shoving in. Probably just going to pick up some free CS whilst Maokai returns to lane. It's always fun as a jungler when like your lane is gone and there's stuff under the turret. It's just like, there's no reason for him to get angry at me.
He's got to be very careful.
Oh, there's teleporting bot lane though. Maokai going to come in, but it might be a little bit too late. He might want to flash Twisted Advance if he really wants to go in, but he's just going to back off.
Yeah.
Safe.
A decent port, but the bottom lane backed off very quickly there. And unfortunately, the red side bottom lane was way too close
here
to
comes
their own
Pantheon.
turret.
Oh, no, he actually cancelled it. Never mind.
We
have Alistair going in though.
We've got Pantheon here as well. Good stun actually over the wall, but a nice flash there from Zayn. We'll keep Maokai safe. Loot, oh my god, it's tower dive. Oh, Loot though, somehow picked up that kill. Oh no, here comes Pantheon.
He just kills him with the damage.
Oh, that's a nice stun. A good play actually from Maokai protecting the AD carry. And Loot's going to be fine. I think his heart's probably pounding after that. Maokai going in again. Lots of damage actually from this Mao.
Is Alistair hitting some nice combos? Not the easiest thing to hit in the world, that headbutt pulverize combo.
Thank goodness for the Oceanic server.
He's nailing
that was the hit on NA.
Oh man, I'm 130 ping. You didn't hit
you
it.
You had 130? That sounds awesome.
170 actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Kha'Zix.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's Maokai left top lane, and unfortunately junglers can't quite keep up at top lane at this point of the game.
Not when they're 3 levels behind especially. And Kha'Zix actually spent a little bit too much time ganking. His Pantheon's going to come through.
Oh, but he's not close enough. He might want to flash and do it, but... Oh, he taunts! Oh, he's going to get flashed on
no, he may pay for that.
Oh, he gets knocked away though. Oh, the taunt, the BM. He's going to be careful though. Oh, actually, both of them do actually.
If that spirit killed Jace, that would have been great. But he will live there. You like that. Just living on a smidgen of health there. And no mana there for Lolo Master. He's going to have to go back as well.
Yeah, that Jace has got a bit of attitude to him. That's
quite a lot of swag going on in this game. This community players having fun with each other, which is always nice to see.
I'm all up for the taunt, but that's the situation where I would definitely not have. I would have run and been like in my base, and then I would have taunted or something like that. Anyway,
send a message.
Send a message.
Hope they get it.
Yeah. The Jace scrying over me. Anyway, this bot lane here, going to farm up all those minions. Of course, in the mid lane, we have got Kha'Zix moving in on Kayle. No, not going to quite do much there, unfortunately.
That
Kale quite speedy.
Thankfully collecting, again, much needed experience here for Kazik. Spent a little bit too much time ganking, fell behind a bit in experience, which is why Jace was so comfortably able to all in him in the top lane, but...
Uh-oh. As Kha'Zix and Pantheon found each other, who's going to go in on who? Keep in mind the other Pantheon's kind of just waiting around that corner. So, yep, the blue side Pantheon going to back off here.
Would have been a 2v2, but instead they'll hang out. Oh, nice stun as well. Great spear following up.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, but this Pantheon's doing work, man. Brutalizer up, Boost 1 up as well.
Oh, man, he's going to run away now because that is scary.
No ultimate, thankfully. I imagine that Pantheon probably would have just tried to ult between the turrets and find Kale. Yep. But Kale is safe for now.
Stop playing this. Maokai has got double buffs, actually, after that Pantheon did jump in under that turret. That's going to be really annoying. I'm sure Jace is sitting there going, man, I would love that blue buff right now.
Well, you know, you can potentially try and all this Maokai, but pretty tanky with this Catalyst. Yeah. Fairly safe up in this top lane against Jace.
There's definitely champions I would all in this situation. Maokai, not one of them. He has a lot of CC, and you don't want to do that. Sorry.
Pantheon
Cookie Monster in trouble.
That's a kill there, and Cookie Monster just trying to fight the other Pantheon, but 2 levels behind with just a Wriggles Lantern. Yeah. Not where you want to be.
No, when you're the jungler, the only people you have business 1v1ing are probably the bottom lane early on. Definitely not the middle top lane. Yeah,
unless you're having a good game, it's like the support maybe, and maybe the other jungler, depending on what's happening.
If you've got a good jungler with some CC and some gap flows, you can definitely get on the ADC, I think.
That's true, but it's hard to 1v1 them, just like on your own. If other people are there, obviously you want to go in. Yeah. But it's more in terms of dual potential. They tend to fight only other junglers and minions.
Jace moving in the mid here. They're going to try and do some tower damage. Jace really good at pushing down towers. He might lose his own one in the meantime. That's not good. Actually, Kale Jace, that is a lot of tower.
Yeah, that is a strong siege, actually. We talk about it a lot with Jace when you have effectively double 80 carry counts. Because Jace isn't quite a full carry, but he's kind of a semi-carry, which is, again, his versatility is what makes him such an interesting champion. Kale as well kind of also fulfills a weird carry role or semi-carry role.
Oh,
so together, they actually take towers quite well. They're good rotations over from Cookie Monster. Avari, though, will kill in the bottom lane, but I think we have more shenanigans happening as Cookie Monster trying to defend this turret up towards the top lane. People dying there towards the bottom. Something's going on, but they're going to keep pushing.
We'll start again, but they're getting a lot of damage in this mid lane.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Finally down there. People. We want to see us. Well, thanks, Cameron.
I don't know what happened, but a lot of people died.
Yeah, people died.
2 for 1 trade there in the bottom lane. So this tower might go as well.
Oh, he's caught out. Jace does get mid turret. And this Kha'Zix's very low.
Kale and Jace, by the way, have not stopped pushing.
No, they're actually the inhibitor turret right now, guys. They might just go for the Nexus.
That's pretty good.
The bot lane is backing finally. Like, hang on a sec. We can't let this. Oh, this is actually a bit of trouble. That was blocked.
Nice
He's going to go in. That's going to kill. Maokai is actually between the base and him. He might actually be able to catch him out. Needs to back straight away. Maokai actually just ignoring. He's like, my friend died now, whatever. I'll just get this turret.
So thankfully the inhibitor turret didn't go down there in the mid lane either. Loot actually picking up the turret in the bottom lane. So 2 for 2 now on turrets. Looking to be 3 for 2 in favor of the red team. Now that Maokai's going to be able to take this one up with the help of quite a good stack of custom minions. Lit a little low there. Has to be careful. Avari, no flash, can't follow. Does actually have the ignite there, so could have gone easily all in, but not quite close. No, Arcane Shift, as always, saving Israel.
Yeah, Ezreal's the kind of champion that you can all in sometimes, but you need to keep a track of his cooldowns. Like, if his Arcane Shift's up, and you don't bet on that, your flash forward might just end up in, like, you looking really awkward.
So MF going to continue CSing. Again, a nice lead. Infinity Edge actually already finished up, so Avari chugging along nicely here. Lute actually almost at his as well with some brown boots to spare. So pretty even here between those two AD carries, despite the CS difference. I guess that's the 1 kill and 3 assists that Lute's gotten that's helping him there. Thomasaurus Rex, that's an awesome ID. Stacking up an Alistar as well. He's got his tier 2 gold generation on him, and his sights and plus mobility boots. He's ready to go. Mid lane, Kale getting there, Stinger there. Actually looks like a Bloodthirst is being finished off Pantheon over on the red side in that mid lane, so that's kind of a curious build. Brutalizer Spirit Stone there for Kha'Zix, who wants to be finishing that Spirit with the Elder Lizard. Wriggles plus double alongside into Brutalizer, which will be a Brutalizer for Jungle Pantheon. And Jace is well on the way too, Benji.
Oh dear, this is a trap because there's a second Pantheon there. He's going to need some help coming in, but the Pantheon's a bit late. No, actually, this is bad. They need to run right now. They're in a lot of trouble. Jace sees it and runs away.
You like that? Forced to back off his Zane teleporting down.
So he flashes. I don't know if he needed to do that, but he did anyway. Probably better to be safe than sorry, to be honest with you, in that situation. But unfortunately, this Pantheon didn't react fast enough, so he took the full burst from Pantheon before any damage could be returned.
Dragon now potentially an objective that could be taken here. Good poke though from Jace.
Oh, this is where Jace excels.
Oh, no, doesn't hit the stun actually. Now they're going to get jumped on.
Oh,
Maokai going to go back in. Good ult
nice.
from Kale. But I think Cookie Monster, yes, will still die. Pantheon picks it up. Rito Luke now rotating his way in. And there's a good Mega Ray. Great ultimate from Miss Fortune.
The Pantheon, look at he ulted way out of the way. He's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, Calvin's not dead. They thought he was. There's Misfortune going down as well. Pantheon will jump on top. Now Karma's going to get in there. Lavinus rocks.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
Can he escape?
Oh, the minions.
Oh, he's got it. He's away.
Yeah, the cannon creep actually might do
will
too
Kale
much damage.
die?
No, Kale should be okay.
No, it's fine. Oh, actually,
never
are you
mind.
sure?
I tell a lie.
Oh, that's a fast Pantheon, but there's also a fast Kale. There's a little bit of backup coming. Alistair's actually to the right here, but it's not going to matter. He's going down, but can he escape from the Alistair? And the Jace is also closing on his position.
Might be okay. Those Moby boots coming up massive, though, for this Pantheon. There's no way for Kale to run away, even with her W speed up. Oh, very nice play.
All right, he needs the ward ahead of him.
He actually should be fine.
Jace sees it.
No, little lane. Never mind, he's okay.
Oh, he's going to be careful not to die. Oh, shut down. Nice.
Very, very nice. You like that once again, showing off the disc. I bet you do.
Oh, it was amazing. Gets double buff from that too, which is really good. Against a shutdown gold, he's going to go a long way towards his last whisper from that. Jace 4-0-0. But the Pantheon on the red team 7-1-0.
Yeah, and that's scary news. Speaking of that Pantheon,
Lute's in trouble.
Pantheon. Might be okay.
Actually, no, the
his team's coming in. Cookie Monster's like, hey guys, how are you? Oh man, there's a few too many. It does go down. There's Batwaffles picks up a kill. Now this dragon is going to get aggressed on. Should be a pretty easy pickup here for the red team. Lute actually going home, by the way. Doesn't want to die. 1-0-5.
He's like, I don't want to deal with this, guys. This bot lane here is actually pushed towards the blue base here. This bot and top lane, I mean, tower-wise, they're fairly even. It's 2-3, but the tier 1's still at both top and bottom. I mean, there's not much map pressure going out here from the blue team.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of kind of standing gold here for the blue team as well. If they can move through those lanes together and pick that up, it's a nice, easy stack of gold to pick up. But the two mid towers they have is useful. They've got plenty of space in the central area of the map, nice and deep towards the enemy base. So they're pretty happy here, and the siege could begin, actually, speaking of towers.
Shock Blast. I don't think actually the red team have much answer to this Jace poke from range. They've got like an Ezreal Q, but like Jace poke, it's disgusting.
Karma doesn't have a heal. They kind of have to all in, and they can do it. They've got Pantheon Maokai. Could speed up with Karma as well if they wanted to go in. Good ult actually, going to do a good chunk of damage.
Oh, Maokai takes a Shock Blast to the face. He's down to half. Got to be careful. There's no sustain on this team, actually. Maokai does have his passive, which means he does heal when him or his teammates use abilities every now and again. He has to melee auto for that, which is actually quite hard, considering he has to hit a minion. Oh man. I think I love watching that.
Nice spoke. It is nice. And the no armor from Maokai is actually making it quite hard for him to tank all this damage from Jace. He hasn't quite gotten to his items yet either, but he's got all the components for everything.
Oh, Kale's in trouble here. Actually, these guys are in trouble because Jace is rotated back to top lane. Yeah. This is a 4v4 actually because Maokai's not here either. Oh wow, look at that damage. Where's it coming from?
Huge AoE damage, but nice ult there from Misfortune. Pantheon slays Pantheon as the mid Pantheon slays the jungle Pantheon, and somehow they clean out one kill and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, they're lucky not to lose 3 people there, to be honest with you. That MF ult was great. Not quite dealing the damage it needed to really clean up. Jace not being there means there's no real follow-up cues to hurt. Jace is going back to top. There needs to be better communication between would be great. When Jace goes top, just back out, be safe, no need to engage.
Oh. And that is one of the true skills of playing a community game, communicating with your new friends.
That's it.
Oh, hit the ward. There we go.
They do get that pink ward there, of course.
Always good to get pink wards.
Whoa, so I know what it's shooting for there. Oh, top wave.
Trying to clear out the top lane wave. But Jace to get the turret. 4-0 actually, this Jace. You must be happy, Benji.
I'm quite pleased. I'm a bit scared of Pantheon though. 8-1-0 now. He's got his Ghost Blaze at 2 items. Oh, there's another one.
Speaking of the Pantheon. 8-1-1 now, double items.
Well, it's Kazakh picking that one up, but yeah, this is not good for the blue team. The new way to shut down is Pantheon. How's Pantheon scale in the late game? Is he good there? Or?
He's kind of deceptively good. It's really odd, actually. It's hard to get him there, but if you get him to an actual bruiser level, he's really, really good. Just because his passive is so good at helping keep him alive, and he actually does decent damage as well. So it's
Jace getting collapsed on here. Oh, he's got to be careful. Pantheon's right there. He's to back out. He's getting jumped on. This is a problem here for the blue team. Jace, is he going to die? He's looking to die on him. Oh, he does get shut down.
Got him. Just what we wanted to see there. Jace goes down. Now we're going to Ghost Blade out here for this Panther. He's actually going to get shot down. It looks like there we go. Wow. Cookie Monster will pick up that killing spree.
That's good gold. That's
absolutely
good gold. 9-2-1 Pantheon now. Bit of return gold here for the blue team. You know, when you're behind in gold and kills, it's actually good to trade.
Anyway. Pantheon, Batwaffles. Oh, realize it's too late. Lute going back, checking the shop. Oh, does have time.
Lute doesn't have money though.
We've got double buffs. No, it goes to Karma.
Oh wow, that was close. I saw Lute with no mana, and I'm concerned. He's like, don't go in there, you're quite low, mate. But no, he does survive.
Yeah, enough auto attacks there to cleanse people out. Eddie Carroll's need to get some of their items rolling. They don't have anything else other than the Infinity Edge plus Berserker Goose, pretty much for those two. But gold is pretty even here between these two, about 2,000 gold up for the red side. 2 or 3, so Things chugging along well.
Yep. Those towers were taken down, by the way, the tier 1s on both sides. So it's now 4 towers to 3. Gold-wise, there's only about 3k in it, which isn't too bad. Oh, wow, that Pantheon kid does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Pantheon is not in a fun place for the blue team right now.
He's got pickaxe. So some Pantheons like to build tank. Some like to be a bit defensive. This Pantheon is like, if it has any sort of health or armor in it, I'm not getting it at all.
Well, yeah, as a mid laner as well, you can kind of, because the tankier roles kind of filled out. They have a Maokai, of course, so they can smash him in the top lane. That's totally fine. But you can build like kind of like an AD assassin. It's a bit weird. You're kind of like funky Talon in some ways, but it's fine. Although if you do get some defensive items, like you could just build 3 damage items and build, say, a Randuin's and a Banshee's Veil, and it'd be a surprisingly strong bruiser. Oh, man,
comes
coming in.
Where is it going? I have no idea. Maybe in the mid
No
lane.
one knows.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow, to Jace! He's going to try and kill you
Jace
like that. The good flash, though. And now the great knockout is going to come through for Asta. Lol Master, who'd been trouble. Another shock blast did come in with good AoE, but here comes Zane around the side and trying to pick a cookie master.
wow.
Good ultimate there from Miss Fortune. Very well played. And Bat Waffle's now looking to go down. Does get taken out by Avari. Pantheon goes down as well. Great flash from Mema, but still dies, unfortunately. As I think a skill might have followed her over that wall. But a 2-for-4 trade there. The red side coming up big.
Yeah, and Kale actually wasn't in the fight there. That was a 4v5. Kale in top lane, farming the minions. He's got to get back quickly to maybe try and mount a defense in the mid lane. I don't think he's going to be able to stop it, but there's a lot. There's 3 guys coming in here, including the AD carry, and a lot of minions.
Yeah, Kale would have been really nice there in that fight. Especially that misfortune towards the end of it. But they're going to take out some turrets here instead. Loot now really far ahead with his community team. Going to ult that top wave as well. Wants a bit of extra farm. And actually caught up in CS as well. 2-0-10 on the Ezreal. Leading up to the whole, I don't want to die.
He is not dying, of course. That's a problem here. This Ezreal doesn't need to really be shut down, but probably need to put a bit of pressure on him at the very least to sort of not let him do some free damage. That last fight was a bit all over the place, though. Without Kale, without having that intervention, that intervention would have done so much in that fight, to be honest with you. So much burst that could have been prevented.
Yeah, and all the damage as well. It was a very hectic fight around that Baron area, so would have been nice. It's always nice, gentlemen, to have your team in a team fight.
Yeah, it is nice, of course. Kale does do a decent amount of damage, too. Although he is 0-3.
Loot. Still in the build that I don't like.
What's that?
It's Blade of the Ruined King, second item. It's fine, but you really kind of want to get an item that synergizes with your Infinity Edge a little bit better. Because Ezreal, of course, gets full benefit off that Q from Infinity Edge and all its subsequent items as well. Yeah. It can create, acts like an auto attack, so you do actually get a pretty decent amount of damage out.
You basically want like a fan dancer or a static shiv lane.
I think static shiv is really good on Ezreal, just because your Q applies on him.
Oh, wow. Top blast, amazing.
Good dragon. Good chunk of damage to Karma as well.
So a little bit of knowledge. The Jace actually core build is Mirror Mana, Last Whisper, Brutalizer, and Luckily Boots. And he is currently got in all 4 of those. So Jace is in a nice spot right now. He's stacking his tiers. He's going to turn into Mirror Mana soon. When he gets that, he's going to be in a nice, strong place.
And there he is. Handsome as well.
Absolutely handsome.
So handsome. 3-item Pantheon there from that mid lane looking quite scary with that Last Whisper finished up now as well. 10-3-3 is the Pantheon. Trying to put Loot on his back.
Well, Loot is firmly on that back of the Pantheon.
Oh, yeah. And he's unashamed as well. He knows what's up. He's been around right for a while.
Oh, dear. This is actually a little bit of a trap here. The blue team kind of caught in this really awkward position. Alistair needs to be at the front. But at the bottom, that Pantheon is coming in. They need to protect their carries. Yeah. The Pantheon is just zoning the entire team here whilst this Kale gets caught out.
Good flank, actually. Kale does ult herself, but still going to go down. Avari looking to be in a bit of trouble. And yeah, they just can't fight. 4v5 now it would be. Decide to go into. They're going to have to turtle up at this turret and hope the red team makes a mistake here in this dive, if they need to dive anyway.
They have got a good mana poke. They have got obviously Alistair for disengage, Kale for disengage as well, but they're just getting caught. You can't get caught in this comp.
No, not at all. It's one of those comps you really have to play carefully as a siege and poke comp, and then kind of kite back using your Alistair, using the acceleration gate from Jace, and then just kind of fire poke through it. Use the intervention every now and then, but it's much better in tighter areas where you can poke people out around objectives and through the jungle as well. So fighting in lane's not where the blue team wants to be, where the red team's pretty much fine with that with their Maokai.
Yeah, and they're getting some wards up now. Wards are the key to this, right? If you can see where the enemy team is, you can poke them very easily. Jace can shoot through walls, obviously. You can shoot through like 3 walls if you have the range on it. The problem is, actually, they're running at Baron. Yeah, why not? Just go for it. So hey, no vision at all.
Exactly. Just like you said, wards always key in League of Legends and not a thing that's coming here. No vision on this Baron, so the blue team going to go straight forward, but the red team's going to smash down the bottom lane here.
They're going to get a turret for it. 1 turret for Baron? Are you kidding me?
They're going to keep pushing it. The blue team has to respond very quickly and go back here.
Oh, I don't think they're going to get the inhibitor. They might get the turret. How big is this minion wave is the big question. 3 minions. I don't know. If Kale can land a couple of autos on those minions, it might be okay. So she's shooting them. Oh, here we go. Jace is back. Yeah, this is it. Baron taken for one tower.
Oh, he's actually going to ult here as his Pantheon wants to go down.
Okay.
Comes in.
KL needs to be very careful. We're quite low though. All back out though. And there is one tower. Not an inhibitor tower.
And that's exactly the trade that they wanted. Inhibitor for Baron is not a bad trade, but one tower, yeah, not good at all.
Love it.
Even inhibitor turret's just not worth it. If you take an inhibitor, it actually usually is, because you get great control over the next one usually. But Baron is now on the blue team. That was a really nice call to be like, you know what? They're probably going to have it watered. Let's just run at it.
Yeah, it wasn't a choice that the red team made just then. It was simply, oh, let's push this tower down. Where are they? Why are they not here? Oh, the KO suddenly got Baron buff? Oh, dear.
Yeah, and the red team actually not controlling their top side of the map. They're pushing out the wave that's now pushing into their top side turret.
Yeah, that shock blast did go wide. Could have shut it down lane a bit more and predicted the Kazakhs a little bit. That's okay. They're going to shove this one down. They do have the red team returning to this turret. You can see Maokai and Ezreal still in the base, but running down towards the south lane. There's a lot. Oh, wow. That was a good shock blast.
Very, very dead.
Oh, wow. This Karma's in trouble, too. Gets eliminated from this game. Maokai going in, and Jace is going to turn around.
Oh, man. Pantheon coming around the back, but he's going to get obliterated there. Nice intervention on you like that as well. And a good amount of AoE from Maokai, but it's not enough in the blue team. Going to try and mount a comeback here. The gold very close now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Went from 5 to 6,000 to 1,500.
There's two people up. They've got 30 seconds here, or 20 seconds on Karma, 30 on the rest, and they've got a mini wave coming in. This Baron buff is going to mean they should take this tower and inhibitor.
You can keep poking here as well. This tower is very dead again. That KL, Jace, and Misfortune, they've got basically...
That kills it so quickly. That's actually ridiculous.
They've kind of got 2.5 AD carries, so they take objectives very, very quickly with this comp.
There's still 10 seconds left from these guys. They're going to keep pushing? No, they're going to back off. That was risky. I was like, that's a little bit fun.
No, it would have been fun. That's what it is. Yeah. It's no risk, Benji.
Now, bottom lane
excitement.
Bottom lane being down is good because it means that it's going to apply. Oh, assuming they can kill the inhibitor when it respawns. Good Baron pressure for the next one because suddenly they've got to pay attention to two opposite sides of the map, and they should just get the Baron for free. Yeah,
and that mid lane's pretty vulnerable as well. They push those two turrets down very, very early on in this game. So now they can kind of hang around. This is the perfect spot for this team to be in as well. Again, you need to kind of be even or better when you're playing a poke team like this, but Baron just gives you so much fight power that you can just kind of hang out under turrets and poke until your heart's content. If they jump on you, you can probably kill the person that jumps on you. That's pretty much what you saw in that last team fight where, you know, people tried to initiate and go in and get aggressive and just got blown up by all the burst damage.
They went in one by one. The Karma got caught. The Pantheon went in, but the intervention on Jace sort of saved him a little bit there. It was solid play.
Yeah, and it's like a somewhat unusual choice, I guess we could say, with Misfortune, but they're also actually being used kind of aggressively to zone out. If you're like running into a team that's poking you and you try and run out or you're just running in and getting poked, Misfortune actually kind of acts like an additional poke in a weird way. So it's not, you know, not obviously Misfortune for a while, but
I don't know, ult is actually like every fight we've seen with MF, she's hit like a 4-man bullet time.
Yeah, Avara's done a really good job positioning these ults, and Lute's done a very good job not dying. So there's like both these players playing to the strength of their AD carry.
That's it. And honestly, like, we've been focusing on like the Pantheon, or both Pantheons to be honest with you, the Jace. The Riders aren't doing as bad as I expected in this game. All right, they're not carrying their teams by far. Both the community is by far carrying these Riders, but they're not feeding. That's the important thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that actually. I told them both to feed before they went on stage. I guess they ignored me.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
I don't know why they wouldn't take that advice. It seems like such solid advice.
Seems great. I give great advice. Don't worry about it. Gold very even. Wow. Oh, Lute, he might finally die.
Lute is not liking the Jace right now. He's gonna hate me after this game. Anyway, he's gonna have to go back. Kazakhs as well was on half. Yeah, that's risky. Jace, oh wow, oh, intervention saving it from the spear there.
Unfortunately, that shot blast missed there as well.
Block does save a bit of damage there. Wow, there's a lot. He's just killing everyone here.
Oh, man. Going in, he gets the kill.
Gets it. Amazing. Shock blast comes through, goes wide, and actually Karma coming out. This blue team has to disengage very quickly. Is they going to be in a lot of trouble?
Oh, Lute died to minions. He tried to defend the super minions who were taking the Nexus.
That's his first death as well.
Oh, we're going to replay that, please.
Oh,
that'll
wow.
be glorious. Damage coming in for Jace. Although actually Red Team defending though, the blue squad trying to run through. You like that though, could be in trouble here. Zane's jumping in. Kazakh's going to move back in, and here's the Panther who's got so much damage, and they are able to kill him. Alistar's trying to get out of the way, but he's got not a lot left. No ultimate either. Does get slowed
there
by the
base is getting tapped. Super minions are going in. There's pings for the base. They're going to have to go back very quickly because his last tower's going to go down.
Well, let's go.
And they still have a Nexus to go.
Well, the Nexus should be okay. But losing 2 Nexus turrets, actually not that bad despite getting aced.
Oh, well, I don't know about you, but 2 Nexus turrets? Seriously? For one ace? I don't know, man.
No, like, I'm saying it's good for the blue team.
Oh, it's great for the blue team.
Despite getting ace.
Unlike from the red team's point of view.
No, they're not happy at all.
Like, all the blue team had to do there was prolong that fight. They got 2 turrets. Like, who knows? If they could have done a bit more, maybe they could have even won the game from it. But the mid turret actually took a bit of damage as well. It does regen, though, so unless they pressure it immediately now, probably won't matter, but who knows? Maybe it's the next objective for them.
Yeah, Baron Buff's worn off, so they're going to have to try it again. The Seeds, they probably want to wait to take this second Baron before going in for the next section. Jace building up, so BF sword coming through, so it can build either BF sword item, they're both quite good on Jace. I guess there's a couple more, I think there's 3 from memory, but IE or BT, not Scimitar.
Could be the new Essence Reaver?
That's true too, not that one either. No? Neither of those ones.
You don't want to see those?
I mean...
Essence Reaver plus Mirror Man is actually not bad.
It feels, I don't see what you're saying, it feels excessive to me. If Alex was here, he'd be telling me that Essence Reaver is the best item in the game, so he's upset.
You that don't know at home, Mirror Mana works by, you toggle it on, and it deals more damage with your auto attacks. But the problem is it drains your mana every time you shoot with that. Essence Reaver means every time you auto attack, you gain mana. So it's not 1-to-1, but it definitely means you can use the Mirror Mana more before you run out of mana.
Yeah, it's cool. I like Essence Reaver. It's in a cool spot. No, Pantheon.
Actually, there's a bit of a bit bad position here for the red team.
Oh man, that was a great arcane smash. Oh, Avari, good hold there from Kale.
Pantheon.
He's just coming back in. Avari should be dead, and there does go down. Spear to the face. And now Pantheon jumping on top of Kiwi. He's now dead as well. Double kill there for him. And the red team trying to come back here in this one.
Yeah, the inhibitor has respawned, so the base is completely fine here. This is going to go down here. This is poor Alistair. Going to throw one of the last headbutt. But it is a 3-for-1 here. Maokai is quite low. He might have to go back. But these guys, he might be able to push down this top lane and take this turret.
Yeah, they're going to do something. He can't quite take Baron without their jungler, so likely push the top lane like you suggested. There's Jace.
Phenomenal. That's what you like to see. He's going to have to run now because Maokai shows up. Oh, wow, that was actually a lot of damage. He's got it back now. You can't stick around. There's a Jace around. You have no way to counter his damage. If he hits a shock blast, you're dead.
And there he is again. Just for you, Ben.
Just for me. It's amazing. This Observer's phenomenal. Anyway, we do have, they're going to take this turret. They won't get the next one. There's a couple of people respawning, and they're moving straight into this lane. All the Tier 1 and Tier 2s are dead for the blue team. The red team still have the 1 in the top lane, but they have killed the inhibitor. So it is 6 turrets to 8, actually. Oh, two Nexus turrets died too. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
The inhibitor's back up, though. So there's interesting. Baron's up, which is interesting. They're actually just going to run straight to it. They could also go for the inhibitor. Has been spotted, though. This isn't going to be a free one like last time.
Loot the Explorer has found them.
He's got to beat with Smite somehow, though. I don't know if he's going to get this one. We'll see.
He's going to try. This is ultimate, very close. But a good Smite there from the blue side jungler. Pantheon, Cookie Monster will secure that. And this is, again, a great position for the blue side. When you have this Jace, we have these poke champions. Just to have Baron for extra
extra actually disappointed in Loot. Like, why would you sit there against the Smite and try and ult it? You don't do 1,000 damage with your Smite, with your ult, sorry. Why wouldn't you just poke in and try and force him off Baron?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised I didn't see any poke at all.
Yeah. He's trying to go for the sneaky one. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to be like, oh, they can't see me. They won't expect this. But they're going to smite Baron. Anyway, I'll talk to him about that later and explain to him why he should have been queuing in there. Let's move on. Blue team pushing down mid lane here. So the bottom lane's where they want to push. They have Baron now. They have open inhibitor and open nexus. So they shouldn't have to deal with any towers at all. They can team fight through the bottom lane and win the game and fight in the open.
Yeah, they just want to poke. They just want to poke. Like, they can fight, but they'd rather just, do it safely, use their Jace.
Yeah. Other point is, if you look at the kills here, Pantheon has 16 of them, which means if you subtract Pantheon from the fight, the red team only has 11 kills amongst the rest of their champions.
Yeah, and with the full damage build actually as well, we see Pantheon every single time he dies. You're right, a very high impact champion on the red side. Goes down, and it's just really hard for them to recoup any sort of recoup the rest of their losses here. So this bottom hip's going to get aggressed on now as well. It's actually kind of tricky as a poke comp to take out hits, but they've got a lot of damage here. They can just kind of jump on top of it.
You forgot about the Kale and the Jace.
No, it's not the damage part that's the problem. It's you don't have an easy choke to actually poke them with.
You're right. But,
so
but if you can force them back just for a few seconds.
Oh yeah, you don't need long at all.
Burn it down.
Not with the Jace. And that's one of the cool things about a lot of Jace-based comps is that he's just so good at taking out buildings.
Oh yeah, press that W, you got Mirror Mana, yeah, you can like kill it very fast.
Fortunately, Mirror Mana doesn't work on buildings.
No, yeah, well it does on champions and minions.
It definitely works on champions. Oh, Luke. Eats another one to the face. I like his Chain Vest actually, realizing he doesn't really want to get poked out by this Jace. And there's a decent amount of AD damage just in general on the blue side between Pantheon, MF, and the Jace.
Yeah, Luke. He's just Arcane Shift too late. You got Arcane Shift before it hits Loot, not afterwards. Anyway, he's kind of back.
Oh, I hope he does.
He's going to be scared though, because the Shock Blast is almost up. Just back out. This could be a free turret here. Jace just hits a W and does a few auto attacks. Suddenly it's below half.
Yeah, it should be. Oh, that's a decent jump actually. Trying to kill Cookie Monster. Kiwi though does get the turret. Great ult as well there onto that Pantheon. So we are going to break out a fight here. Alistar pops his ult and Avari going in. Little too deep though. Gets killed by that Pantheon.
Oh dear. This is not good at all for the blue team here. They're just dying 1-to-1 to this Pantheon. 3 full health people. They got to back out. At least they didn't get aced. Oh, well, maybe they will. Who knows? Here comes Pantheon. Jace is caught.
They're going to turn around, though. They put on the exhaust. They're going to go in. Great knock on him. There's a shutdown.
Now, this is a problem here because now it's 3v3, and most of the damage here on this red team is dead. Loot is up. Loot has got 3 kills. That's hardly anything. Jace, Kale, Alistar is pretty good for the champions you want to take this.
Yeah, Jace, plenty of damage. He's going to rotate top, it looks like. Just take the safe turret here.
Okay, misses that shock blast. Oh, the Loot Mirrorminer getting wrecked. Oh, wow. That Mirrorminer does so lot of damage.
Good arcane shift out from under the to the skies. Yeah, might be able to take this, though.
Jace does a lot of damage. Press that W. Kill those towers very quickly. There it is.
There we go. Very easy turret here.
That's 2 hits.
Oh
my goodness, that was close. He always arcane shifts after he takes the damage. That's probably when you're safest, to be honest with you. Anyway. He's going back to the fountain. Gonna heal back up.
Yeah, remember this next is open as well.
Yeah,
Blue team don't feel like walking in there, but
super minions here, probably. They're gonna take that tier 2 in top lane. That's free.
There we go. Should be able to take out, the tier 2 as you said. And we'll see what happens from there. Dragons up if they want it. They don't really need it. The gold's pretty close and a little bit irrelevant right now. Like, I mean, everyone's kind of at a nice place for them. The extra gold would be nice, but they've got enough power here that they don't strictly need it.
They could take the dragon in 10 seconds and then back by and then just push. Obviously, the super minions will last a little bit longer. They only just took the inhibitors, but they might not even have the dragon time. Did they take the last one? I think they did.
Not quite sure. I think they did.
I think they did. I'm not sure either.
Anyway, for MF, by the way. Avari just wants to be safe.
Well, Baron should be done by now, so there's no real rush. The next time they need to be worried about is when the inhibitors respawn. But take your time, go and buy, get your pots maybe, get the flasks on for the next fight, and turn back up and try and win this.
Yeah, you've got to be careful though, just because there's still so much damage and items on the red side as well. Again, this game's very, very close in terms of gold totals. And Blue basically have an advantage because they've got more towers and more of the map. And that's great for a poke score, but actually finishing the game is quite hard.
Well, if they can get this top turret, they might just let the super minions push it out, to be honest with you.
That's probably the safest way to do it.
Yeah, why not? And they're going to do that, I would imagine. The other thing as well is, like, the next highest kill after Pantheon on this red team is Maokai on 4. But Kha'Zix and Ezreal have 3. And that's really not enough to be contributing against the high kills on the other team.
Yeah, just in a few more damage items there. Loot, especially on that Ezreal. To get a few more things going to finish that last whisper.
This is a 4v5. Maokai is in the bottom lane, remember, so there is an engage outside of the turret. Blue team should win.
It does have teleport, though.
There is a GA on that Pantheon. That's scary.
Yeah, Pantheon's actually 6 items. He's fully built at this point.
Any further kills on Pantheon's actually wasted, to be honest with you, though.
I mean, he could swap out his boots. The gold's not too bad. He needs some of it, but yeah, you're right. He doesn't need that much.
Oh, wow. That was a good shock blast. Karma should go back after that. Like, she's not going to do much in fight sitting there. She needs to probably back out. Hope that not much damage is done to this tower in this wave. Oh, they're going in. Alistar hits a combo, but they're going to back out. That's a tower. That's easy.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want with this comp. Again, all you want to do is poke. If they initiate on you, you want to kite back. If someone gets slow, you want to use the Kale ultimate. Oh, ultimate just wide there actually from Emma, but it was a good shot. Great pulverize there from Ali. And there comes the Pantheon. Avari getting low. Good cross-queen's claim thrown out there as well. James does go down. Actually, Zane picks it up. But they've got enough here. Great punt back there with the headbutt. Avari, GA will pop. But that should be enough for the blue team. I think I've got a triple kill actually.
It's just the Maokai. There is an open nexus.
He gets exhausted. He's going to go down. Can he get the quadrant? No, he can't. No. Maokai Pen to the Dream is dead.
There it is.
And the blue team will be winning our game. That was fun.
That was a very close game. That was really back and forth. That Pantheon made that early game so one-sided. But there it is. The red nexus is going to die. And our red team is victorious.
And Luke, head in his hands. He's going to be sad. But well done, Avari. Conquering Luke.
Yes.
In the AD battle.
Maybe Luke needs to learn something besides Ezreal.
Well, I think he likes playing Ezreal on stage. That's cool. I understand that. Did a lot of arcane shifting away, which is what we expected.
Yes.
So at least thanks for being consistent, buddy.
Yeah.
But I hope you had fun. I'm sure you guys out there did if you played on stage. And guys, please keep trying to play games. We'll be having a lot of them. But we're going to throw you back to our host now.
All right, guys. Did you enjoy the games? That's what I like to hear. Avaria, come on down. How are you feeling about that game?
Man, that was rough. I thought we had lost. We came back. That was good. It was a good game. Really tough.